200 million years ago, in a river valley that would one day become the red rock desert of northern Arizona, an animal died. It sank into soft, sandy sediment, its long neck curled backward, its tail arching behind it in the classic death pose seen in so many dinosaur fossils. It would not be found again until 1940. Today, we call it Dilophosaurus wetherilli, one of the first large predatory dinosaurs to walk North America, and one of the most misunderstood dinosaurs in popular culture. This is the true story of the two-crested lizard. In the winter of 1940, a Navajo man named Jesse Williams led paleontologist Sam Wells of the University of California to a fossil site on Navajo Nation land near Tuba City, Arizona. Wells had been searching the Kayenta Formation, a layer of rock roughly 193 million years old, dating to the Early Jurassic period. What Wells found were the partial remains of several large theropod skeletons entombed together in the same sandstone block. The fossils were plastered in field jackets and shipped back to the Museum of Paleontology at UC Berkeley, where they would sit, partially unstudied, for decades. The main specimen, catalogued as UCMP 37302, consists of a nearly complete skull, vertebral column, limb bones, and pelvis. A second, slightly smaller skeleton found nearby was designated the paratype, UCMP 37303. Together, these two skeletons would become the foundation of everything we know about this animal. When Sam Wells first described the fossils in 1954, he didn't realize what he had. The skull was crushed and incomplete at the front, so Wells classified the animal as a new species of Megalosaurus, a wastebasket genus that, at the time, absorbed almost every large theropod discovery. It wasn't until 1964, when Wells returned to the Kayenta Formation and recovered a third, more complete skull, that the truth became clear. This new skull revealed something no one had expected. Two thin, parallel, semicircular crests running along the top of the head, from just above the eyes to near the snout tip. In 1970, Wells formally renamed the animal Dilophosaurus wetherilli, from the Greek di, two, lophos, crest, and sauros, lizard. The species name, wetherilli, honored John Wetherill, a trader and guide whose family had deep roots in the region and had assisted earlier fossil hunting expeditions there. The twin crests are the single most distinctive feature of Dilophosaurus. Made of thin bone, they were almost certainly too fragile to use as weapons. A solid blow to the head would likely have shattered them. Most paleontologists today interpret the crests as display structures, used for species recognition or signaling to potential mates and rivals, much like the casque of a modern cassowary. Some studies have proposed the crests may have been brightly colored or covered in keratin sheaths, extending their visual size in life, though no direct pigment or keratin evidence has ever been recovered from Dilophosaurus fossils, so this remains speculative. Paleo artists and museum preparators building modern skull reconstructions, like the one shown here, must reconstruct the crest shape from fragmentary and crushed original bone, meaning even scientifically accurate models involve a degree of informed interpretation. Perhaps more important than the crests is a subtle notch in the upper jaw, located just behind the premaxilla, the small tooth-bearing bone at the very tip of the snout. This notch created a weak point in the skull, similar to what we see in modern crocodilians. For decades, this notch fueled speculation that Dilophosaurus had a delicate, weak bite unsuited for tackling large prey, leading some researchers in the 1980s and 90s to suggest it may have been a scavenger or a specialized fish eater, snapping up small prey with the front of its jaws while using its neck muscles and enlarged forelimb claws for the real killing work. More recent biomechanical studies, however, indicate the notch alone doesn't necessarily mean a weak bite overall. The reinforced skull roof and robust rear jaw could still deliver considerable force. The debate over Dilophosaurus's exact feeding style continues among paleontologists today. Fully grown, Dilophosaurus measured around 6 to 7 meters, 20 to 23 feet long, and may have weighed close to 400 kilograms, roughly 880 pounds, making it one of the largest known land predators of the early Jurassic, a time when most theropods were still relatively small. It walked on 2 long, powerful hind legs, with a long neck and a deep, laterally compressed tail for balance. Its forelimbs, while smaller than its legs, ended in sharp, curved claws, likely used for grasping prey or carrion. No skin impressions have ever been found for Dilophosaurus itself. However, based on evidence from closely related early theropods elsewhere in the fossil record, some of which preserve filamentous, feather-like body coverings, some modern reconstructions give Dilophosaurus simple proto-feathers or fuzz on parts of its body, particularly around the neck and head, while keeping the rest speculative. This is why you'll see 2 very different modern depictions of the animal. Fully scaled, crocodile-skinned reconstructions based strictly on what fossil skin impressions of related theropods show, and feathered versions that draw on the broader evolutionary context of early Jurassic theropods. Both are considered scientifically defensible hypotheses, given current evidence. Most people don't know Dilophosaurus from the fossil record at all. They know it from Jurassic Park, 1993, where it appears as a small, frilled, venom-spitting dinosaur that blinds and kills a character named Dennis Nedry. Almost none of this is accurate. The real Dilophosaurus had no neck frill, no evidence of venom glands, and stood roughly the height of a person at the hips, far larger than its film depiction. Filmmakers shrank the animal and invented the frill and venom purely for dramatic effect. No fossil evidence supports either feature. This gap between Hollywood fiction and scientific reality is part of why Dilophosaurus remains one of the most misunderstood dinosaurs in the public imagination. Today, cast skeletons of Dilophosaurus stand in museums across the world, including reconstructions based on the original Kayenta Formation specimens. Since Wells's original discoveries, additional fragmentary remains attributed to Dilophosaurus or closely related Dilophosaurid theropods have been found in Arizona, China, and elsewhere, helping researchers understand how this family of early large predators spread and diversified at the very start of the Jurassic period. Ongoing CT scanning and biomechanical studies of the original UCMP specimens continue to refine our understanding of how this animal bit, moved, and lived. A reminder that even an 80-year-old fossil discovery can still yield new science today. Dilophosaurus wetherilli, discovered in the Arizona desert, misclassified for over a decade, and later transformed by pop culture into something it never was. The real animal remains far stranger and far more scientifically fascinating than any movie monster. A towering, twin-crested hunter that once ruled the rivers of early Jurassic North America.